Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we are looking at Turbo Boltund. Boltund is a card with unlimited potential in the sense that it can hit numbers that can one-shot any GX, any tag team, any VMAX, and that is really appealing. What we also get with the card is the acceleration with the first attack, Electrify. Search your deck for up to 2 Lightning Energy cards and attach them to your benched Pokemon. So that's how we power up our Boltstorm attack. Boltstorm does 30 damage for each electric energy attached to all of your Pokemon. There's also a really important new card that we got from Vivid Voltage to help us out with our Boltstorm damage, and that is Electrode. Electrode with the Buzz Zap generator. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may search your deck for up to 2 electric energy cards and attach them to your lightning Pokemon in any way you like. Then shuffle your deck. If you searched your deck in this way, this Pokemon is knocked out. Very, very important clause on the end of Electrode, and one that we actually want to try to leverage for our advantage. So we're going to have a Boltund. An ideal first turn is to get a Boltund in the active and go. You want to go second, of course, so you can go ahead and use the first attack, Electrify, and you want to power up another Boltund on the bench. You want to get at least 1 Voltorb down, potentially up to 3 Voltorb down, so that you can start popping your Electrodes from turn 2 on. When you get down to 3 prizes, you want to start spamming Reset Stamp and Power Plant. You see in the list that we've included 3 of each. That's because this combo is really, really important for the late game to deny your opponent Dedenne and hopefully prevent them from being able to draw out of the Reset Stamp, all while just doing massive damage with the Boltund. Since we play Power Plant, we can't afford to play Dedenne GX ourselves, so we have to play Crobats and Eldegoss as our consistency Pokemon. As another attacker, we also play Tapu Koko V. Thunderous Bolt is really nice for the 200 damage for 3 energy. For Boltund to hit 200 damage, I mean, of course it has this higher ceiling, but it needs more to do so. So for Boltund to hit for 200 damage, you would need 6 energy in play. Well, that would only be 190. So you need 7 energy in play, whereas Tapu Koko can do that for just 3. We have a couple of supporters here that draw us cards for Research and for Marnie, and then we have 3 Bosses orders. This list is very much a straightforward kind of go as hard as you can Boltund list that we've seen in the past. Boltund has been paired with Zeraora, and I think now that we just have this Electrode, kind of makes sense to go this a little bit more grindy style, sack some prizes with the Electrode, reset stamp your opponent. I think this is a really fun archetype that certainly has good matchups out there. I'm not going to say that it is the best deck in the format, but it certainly can do things against a lot of the matchups. So enjoy this deck. I know I did. Here are a couple of games. Remember, good luck and also have fun. Let's see how our deck does in this matchup, playing against something that I'm not quite sure. Okay, some kind of Raichu, Pokédoll base deck. We have a really nice start here with a couple of Great Balls, a Quick Ball. We got the Lightning Energy for the active. This is exactly where you want to be. Now, Raichu is going to pose a really big problem for our Boltunds, but the nice thing is we can one-shot their Raichu, so we only need to take down 2 of them. Let's go here with the Great Ball first. See what we can get. Another Boltund is perfectly fine for the first search. Go again. Get ourselves a Voltorb. That is really nice as well. Get the energy drop. Go ahead with the Quick Ball. At this point, I'm kind of thinking, okay, we do have 3 Electrode available to us. So let's just go in, as hard as we can. Let's go Research, try to get another Electrode down. We don't, and that's fine. Play the Power Plant, and then go here with the Electrify. So this matchup is certainly going to be very grindy. We don't have a way out of Paralysis Lock. We don't have switches. The only switching cards that we have are the Air Balloons. So what we're going to need to do is put enough pressure on my opponent early. Oh, jeez. And they're going to get the Coco. We're going to need to put enough pressure on the opponent early, or like reset stamp them or something, where we can knock out their energy, like ASAP. So presumably they're going to have the Paralyze lock on our Boltund. We're going to need to find a way to get out of that. There's the doll. We see a switch. They're going to switch into the Pokédoll. Okay, interesting. We do also see the Pokemon Research Lab. They're going to pop the Coco. I think they're probably just going to put the doll onto the bottom of the deck. They have an attacker built up, and they are getting an energy on the other one. That's really annoying, too. But they could also just go for the Pokemon Research Lab. I don't think that's the correct play, but it is a play that they have. So we'll see what they opt for. And they do just go for the Ammonite here. So at this point, I think it probably makes the most sense to gust. We could either gust up the Ammonite or gust up the Raichu. We know we want to play that down. I mean, we would love to draw some more cards. So what if we... My thought here is like, what if we Marnied and then they would have to find a switch and maybe they don't have one. So let's go ahead and attach the air balloon to the active. And we'll go Marnie. We could Gust, but I don't think that the Amistar lock is actually that important. I really don't feel like it's that important. Let's go here. Go Great Ball. Get another Trode. Do we want a Boltund or a Trode? Take that Trode. Take that Trode. And then we want to take the knockout here. Yeah. Let's go Buzzap Generator. Try to thin the deck a little bit. Wow, only 2 lightning energy left. Okay. Thin the deck there. Let the opponent take a prize. And then Power Plant. Sure. And then we'll go in with Bolt Storm. Obviously not doing any damage. Or not taking any prizes on our end. But maybe I wanted to hold on to the Electrode. I don't know. That's really tough. I feel like I want to do it because I need to thin the deck because our hand is just so absurdly bad. But we'll see. So they are item locking us. We can't play another Pokemon down without because we could bump the Electrode, right? Obviously, we could bump the Electrode. But we can't play another Pokemon down without getting knocked out. Or without getting our items knocked out, essentially. Without having us item locked, we can't bench another Pokemon. But at the same time, it's in our best interest to bench another Pokemon, right? Because we want to get Boltunds with multiple energy, of course. So, see what the opponent has here. Might just be a manual retreat. That feels really bad since they've used their Tapu Koko. They are just going to manually retreat. Wow. Okay. I didn't think that would actually happen. So that seems pretty good for us because it removes their secondary attacker from the board. So we'll go here. Draw a couple more cards. We get a Marnie. I think I'm fine to play that. Let's go Marnie. Limit their hand a little bit too. And go ahead and pass. We want to save everything else in our hand, I think. Because on the next turn when they take a knockout, then we can go Quick Ball and use the Great Ball after we pop this Electrode. Oh, actually, no, we don't even have to do that, right? Because they're going to take a knockout here. So I think they'll probably go Lightning Round and try to get into a doll. There's a tag call. Maybe getting another Raichu. Maybe a Guzma. No, okay, we see a Mallow and Lana. Okay. So they don't think we can one-shot. How many energy do we need? We can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can get 7 energy in play. With the Koko, 8 energy. 8 times 3 is 24 plus 1. Oh, we can get 9 in play, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the attachment. We get 10 energy, so we could easily knock this out next turn. But if that's the case, we would need to find a Gust. Yeah, so they do Lightning Ride. They're going to try to preserve this Raichu. They're going to bring up the Amistar. Okay. Easy enough. What we need to find is a boss. And we have one Crobat left. So as long as we have Crobat in the deck, should be good. Get the reset stamp. That's nice. Let's go. Go Great Ball. Coco we need, I believe. Yeah. Get Coco. Oh, yeah, of course, of course, of course. Okay, so now we need to blow this up. Okay. Little bit of a sequencing error there. By placing the Coco down, we item locked ourselves. So then we go Quick Ball for our other Crobat. It's just that point in the game where you just have so much energy in play, you're flooding your field. We'll try to draw up to... No Gust. No Gust. Okay, well... I think at this point, we're down to Stamp. We just need to get a Gust and hope that they don't have energy. We're going to leave this in play, I think. Let's go here. There's our Gus. No other Boltund, though. So we could take a knockout and be free. But if they do have a switch, then we're in trouble. But I mean, I kind of think we have to make that play. Well, no, because here they would need a switch either way. They would need a switch if we didn't knock it out, and they would need a switch or an energy if we did knock it out. So let's just pass. Let's say, okay, they're not going to get an energy or a supporter off of that stamp. Because here they would need, they can only get a switch, or they could get like a Mallow and Lana. You know, maybe they have Air Balloon in their deck. But we stamped them down to 2, so they don't have energy and switch. They're in a really bad spot. Because we go Gust here. Okay, they have the energy. But still, if they don't have, they have Birdkeeper. Okay. Okay, GG, well played, well played. All right, we lose that one. We lose that one. That one was tough. I think we played to our outs really well there, because on the next turn, if we can Gust up their bench Raichu, I don't see a losing position from that board state. Because they would need another switch. I mean, if we could just have denied them switch at any point, then I think we're in a pretty good spot. So we'll again choose to go second. And another Boltund start. We're going to look for, try to get another Boltund out. It's really nice to start the Boltund and then have a Boltund on the bench. That's why we run the full 4 count, because you want to accelerate to another Boltund. We see a Talonflame. Clearly a Charizard deck. They get an unbelievable start for going first. Starting that Talonflame is huge. Getting 2 Charmant. Oh, this is gonna be a slaughter if they're able to get what they need off the Fast Flight. Already getting a Leon into the discard. It's gonna be rough, guys. Okay. Let's go here. Let's go here. Draw a couple of cards. We get the Air Balloon, I guess, for the active. Sure. Another Torb. Like I said, we would love to see another Boltund. We do get that. All right. Luckily, Talonflame is weak to lightning. Or is weak to lightning. So that's pretty cool. Let's go Great Ball first. Oh my word, dude. Okay, so that I think needs to go for Crobat? Does it go for Crobat, I guess? Because we need to have a draw supporter for next turn. Okay, that'll work. Coco will work. We would like to see. Dude, come on. Give me a chance here, buddy. Electrify. Okay. Coco's pretty nice for this matchup because sometimes it can be hard for Boltund to get up to the high numbers that Charizard has, HP wise. They can play things like Big Charm. They usually don't, but if they don't play any kind of damage modifier, then the Boltund has to have 6 energy to knock out a Charizard, whereas the Tapu Koko just needs obviously the 3 attached. So if they do get a Charizard here, looks very good. They do get it. Then we can come in with the Koko and try to swoop. We'll be taking a knockout on the Talonflame, but I suspect that they'll retreat into like the Oranguru, or if they can find a Snorlax, or heck, if they can just knock me out with the Charizard here, that would be pretty busted. Only one Leon in the discard, though. And they only weldered for 1 energy. Okay, interesting. So we definitely do want to target down that Charizard if they don't attack us here. Quick Ball. You got to think that they're going to get a Dedenne or something. Okay, we see that Snorlax. Great card in this deck. Wow. Wow. All right. The Gust is nice. The Gust is nice. Taking out that Charizard alleviates at least 1 more turn of potential problems. They could get Welder, Rare Candy, all that good stuff. But it's not incredibly likely. So we'll retreat, go into the Koko, and Thunderous Bolt. So that's knockout there. We're probably not having to deal with the Charizard. They still need a lot to one-shot us. They need another Leon in the discard, and they need another Charizard, and they need 2 energy on that Charizard. Certainly not a given that they get it. Or they could just get it, no problem. Oh, that's pretty cool. We'll see. Nobody freak out, okay? Nobody freak out. They did promote the Snorlax again, so we are going to take that prize there on the Snorlax at the expense of a Boltund. Scoop up netting the Oranguru, needing to Primate Wisdom again. Not sure. They must have drawn a card off the top that they needed, and they put something else back. Like, what they might have done is like, oh, they have a supporter in hand, like a research. So they put the Charizard on the top, but then they got the Rare Candy off the top. Or something like that, Yeah, okay. So they must have drawn really badly. They just pitched 2 Charizard. So that's why they got the Oranguru. Picked it up with the scoop up net. You always want to be asking yourselves these questions. Like, when your opponent makes a play that's really unusual, sometimes they just misplayed. To be fair, sometimes they just are like, yeah, I just played it wrong, But there are also times where they needed to do it for a reason, and that was certainly one of those times. We'll go here. Let's go ahead and retreat. Very thankful to be getting a knockout here, but our hand needs to start picking up. We'd like to see an Electrode to at least punish them a little bit harder with the reset stamp. So, like, what would be nice here is we get an Electrode. We put them down to 3 prizes, and then we reset stamp and knock out their active. And that would be really strong. That would be a really powerful play if we can make that happen. But the problem with our hand now is that we just have too many things in it that we don't want to discard. They do have 2 Leon. They are going to be taking knockouts on our Boltund. They get the other energy. This guy is gone. And it's kind of shocking with the amount of consistency that we play. We're dead drawing a pretty fair amount. We got the 3 Speed Lightning. We got the 4/4 Marnie Research. A couple of Crobat, Eldegoss. And we're just having trouble finding our Pokemon, finding our stuff. And we're also thinning our own deck pretty consistently with the Electrify and, if we can get an Electrode up. So this next top deck will be big for us. See if we can't get what we need off the top deck. But if they don't get a second Charizard, then we can definitely punish them with a reset stamp. Down to 4 without a second Charizard. It's certainly not a death blow. But they have 10 cards left. So they probably, they only have 2 candy though. See if they can get it. There's a quick ball. They are doing a really good job of thinning. Obviously, the Battle Sense, attack is really good for thinning the deck. But we can go Stamp, Plant, and feel real good about our position. There's a Royal Blaze. 250. I don't feel good about where we're at, but I think we can still win. We just gotta stop. We gotta stop drawing the energy cards, man. Really gotta stop doing that. All right. So let's go Giant Hearth. Pitch that. Take a look at. I mean, there's like everything there. There, like we got 9 consistency cards left in the deck. 10 consistency cards plus quick balls. 13 potentially 14. Like Great Ball is kind of a soft consistency card, but you get the idea. Like there are just so many things that we can get. So I think we know that we have one more reset stamp. What does my opponent's face look like? That'll determine if we reset stamp again. I think we just need to reset stamp again. Unfortunately, this turn is too important. We got to get some stuff down. Okay, we can do things. This next turn is big. Here's our other reset stamp. This next turn is very, very important. So we have this. I don't want to pop the Electrode until I can stamp them down to 1. So let's go Great Ball for another Trode. We're gonna play it, but obviously we're not gonna use it. And then we'll go Thunderous Bolt. Okay. So it definitely looks rough. But there's a decent I mean, with the prizing, this deck just takes a ton of like resources to get going, just in the sense that you're playing a stage 2, so you need the rare candy and the stage 2. They're going to see 5 cards. Of course, they get the top deck. They're going to see 6 cards, and they have a very thin deck as it is. But yeah, there's the Marnie. So I'm happy we took out the Electrode and just benched it. I'm also happy that we saved the Quick Ball, because that could be important for later. We just really need some help here with the draws, man. We just really desperately need a Boltund, of which we've only seen 1 this game. We haven't really had the opportunity to play the other ones down. They get a Charmander down. This is the pivotal turn. If we can take a knockout here, I feel very good about our chances of winning. And we have to go Crobat. There's the Boltund. Thank goodness. We'll Buzz App Generator to thin the deck. Sure, we'll go there. Why not? We need our last reset stamp. Be really good. Go here. Marnie is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, so we can't get up to the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many scoop up net have they played? Played 2. They probably have another scoop up net. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can get 6, 180. Oh, we can get up to 180. We just need to get into another air balloon, which we do have. Okay. No reset stamp. No reset stamp, but air balloon. And then all we need is Gust on the next turn. And so we'll retreat. Bolt Storm. Knockout. And they need a lot, man. They need to get Welder, Rare Candy, Charizard. That's their out. They got 1 Charizard left. 1 Rare Candy. They got 2 Welder left. They could easily hit it, but it takes a lot. Like, their deck is so thin, but, oh man, this is so stressful, man. I don't want to be stressed out playing a deck like this. This is the kind of deck I want to just coast with, you know? I just want to coast with this kind of, I just want to do 100 and, 80, 90 damage, like turn after turn, or like get the one shot, 310 damage and just go from there, getting one shots all the time. Obviously, like, you're inherently going to be, you're inherently going to be struggling here with, setting yourself down to low prizes, right? That's kind of also the game plan of the deck, is to get yourself down to low prizes and then be able to reset stamp really effectively. But I was hoping that we could just, bowl over people, but we did get the win. We did get the win. We got pretty much everything we needed there right at the end, but it was like, couldn't we have just been able to plan a little bit more? That's what I wanted. So that is our Turbo Boltund deck. Let me know how you enjoyed this deck. I think this is a cool little archetype that is available to us from Vivid Voltage. Obviously, that Electrode is really nice for electric types to be able to get them powered up and doing massive damage, from turn 2 on. So let me know what you think of the list down in the comments below. I had a great time playing this deck. I think there are some changes that I would make if I were to play it again, maybe including even like another Tapu Koko V. I think that was potentially the all-star in our matchups. In any case, let me know what you guys think. Remember to follow me on Twitter at RealJohnWalter. Follow me on Twitch as well, where I stream most of these decks that I come up with, twitch.tv/FlexDaddyRighteous. I'll catch you on the next video. Remember, good luck, and also have fun.